Okay, welcome all beings, both gentle and non. I'm the Phelan, and welcome to my channel. So going back into our LOTRO streams today after the break over the last week or so, to go around and learn a little bit more about the Shire, and start some more leveling up and continuing on with the prologue. So here we go. So as we left last time, I think we were doing some quests with Bingo Boffin last time. We have a number of different quests sitting around. So if we look on the map, we can see we have some over here by Tuckborough, coming up to Hobbiton, and going up to Overhill, for the prologue up in Brook and Borings. So we're going to go over towards Tuckborough and get some of these out of the way before going up and trying to do a little bit more on these quests. Level ourselves up a little bit before the next prologue quest. And since it's a new day, we also get one of our Hobbit gifts. We got 5 hope. I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure what hope does. That's our virtue experience. That's been added onto our virtues. Adds on hope. I don't know exactly what that does, but it does something apparently. We'll have to sell these at some point as well next time we see something. And that's our small carry-on selection box. I don't know what carry-all I'm going to use that for, so it's just going to sit there for a while until we figure it out. We're going to need to go this way. And we have a horse, so let's use that as well. I am hopeful I've set up... Oh, I didn't know I could click on this. Oh, it does nothing. Okay. Hopefully I've set up the chat in the correct way so it'll work, but I'm sure we'll find out when someone goes to chat and something does or does not happen. Ruby Brimstone. Well, we're going to see Bound of Brimstone, so does this person have a quest for us that we can do, or not?
Don't you walk off! Oh, I need to speak with you!
A load of shrews in the delving fields. Not particularly useful and almost half our level, so I don't think we'll take that one. If I was doing this just on my own, then I would probably do all of these quests and take a ridiculous amount of time and be able to do basically no quests in the next thing because I've done way too many. But since that would make some rather boring viewing, considering I'd be taking every single quest and that some of them would be very, very easy, we will skip that on this playthrough. I say running across fields. Apparently this one is search for Garibert Took. Right in front of us. So somewhere around here, there is a hobbit. He hasn't been home for a while, has he? There are cobwebs all over the place. What on earth is that? Oh, rats. That was a surprise. Alright, let's heal ourselves a little bit. Right, let's take out these these rats who only appeared when I wasn't paying attention. Little bit of a surprise there. I moved a bit too fast. See where we're going, shall we? Oh, Garibert's journal. That might be useful after we've killed these rats anyway. go. I'll be honest, I was not expecting a load of rats, but luckily they're only level 7, so this isn't like the spiders that we had last time. Collected the journal. Look what it says. Today, Peregrine dared me to hide in one of Longo Barrow's wagons, the ones that head east out of the Shire. He doesn't think I'll do it, but I'll show him. And of course that is Peregrine, as in Peregrine Duke Pippin. So, I guess that, gone a little bit further than expected. We will need to take that back to Eslia Took, who is in Tuckborough. That makes things a little bit easier. I'm fairly sure everyone can hear me, so let's just double check that. I think so, yeah, it appears to all be working. Where am I going that way for? I want to go up the road. Hey, I've never actually seen a bounder attacking an animal before. That's new. Right, now where was this Eslia Took? Over here.
Well, the gall of
House
some
was
folk.
empty. Take a look at the journal.
Don't walk off. I need to speak with you.
Cousin Pippin dared him to hide in one of Longo Barrow's wagons going east. Written some time ago, and Pippin has been away in Hobbiton, and Longo's farm isn't that far away. Perhaps you should speak with Longo to see if he's seen Geribert. Longo's farm is on the Stock Road east out of Tuckborough. More concerned. Oh, who's this? Gamma Tunnelly. Do we...
Good day. Might I
Well, we're going up
with
towards
you?
Scary anyway, so we'll take the stuff up to Welcome Tunnelly. We might as well. Let's pop down this path. Oops, I accidentally turned names off. Here is Longo Barrow.
Oh, gracious me! Mercy me, will you hear me out?
Well, that was a nice easy one there. Oh, and I've completed the life of a bounder apparently, which is the advanced quest within the Shire one. That's nice. So we have a new deed. Life of a Bounder final to do 75 quests in the Shire. And not only did that got me 10 LOTRO points and a load of virtue experience as well. So if we open up virtues, that's not the right one. Neither's that. Which one was the virtues? There are so many. Nope, that's crafting. Why is crafting on T? That's wallet. Wow, I'm being silly today. I could have sworn it was L, but apparently that's quests. It's J. Didn't I press that earlier? Right, so if we look at virtues, we can see we now have 4 in honesty. That'd be a good idea to put it in there so we get the active effects. Let's get some extra tactical mastery, will, and crit rating. Oops. And since I've got the task stuff, most of this stuff, if I loot all, the ones that come in here are just bits of junk that when I find... I don't think there's a junk carry-all in a task. Yeah, there's no junk carry-all on in this one. So I can put these ones and I can sell them next time I see something and get some money from them. Very useful. Right, back to virtues. We need to start thinking of a third one to use to start gaining some stuff for our character. So currently our agility and might are really quite low. Vitality, will, and fate are doing quite well, but might and agility are very much not. Tactical mastery is not doing too bad. Which is why things like our minor ballad currently do 23 to 32 damage. which is pretty good. It could definitely be better. Incoming healing could be very useful. That shows us how much... That changes how much we get healed. So if I try and find something with maybe will or might on it, preferably with tactical mastery rather than physical. In combat morale regen, that's very useful. What is my morale regen at the moment? Morale regen 16.1. So that has a chance to increase by quite a lot. Incoming healing rating will very much help with my healing myself. Probably should have looked at these beforehand, but I didn't even think about it until just now. What does finesse do again? Reduces opponent's resistance, block, parry, and evade. That could be useful. Agility, incoming healing, and resistance. Armor value. I was doing fairly well on that one. I think we will go for justice and increase our in-combat morale regen, which is our health. So it'll make things just a little bit better, even just by the little bit of maximum morale there. It's not amazing, but I think it will help quite a bit. And this one giving us the extra will there. I mean, giving a lot. Wait, that gives an extra 5 will and 12 tactical mastery. So for every... I've got 20 will and it's giving 60. So that's giving 15 more points of tactical mastery. So from that one thing, I'm getting over 25, roughly 25 points, slightly more than that, of tactical mastery, which is actually quite impressive. So would it be better to get incoming healing from idealism, which increase non-combat power and max power regen? Now, these cost power, but I have 56 power, and these do like require 1 or 2 power per use, and I have almost 1 power regen per second, so I'm not going to need that at all. So fate is not something that I need to be looking at very much at all, which is good to know. I think we will go for justice as our next one. And then some in-combat morale and some max morale, because we are on our own. Now this
Dear
quest...
me, please don't leave yet.
I don't think we'll be getting that one right now, because quite honestly, why would I be going to look for... Although it's south of here, and we have a quest south of there, so we might as well actually take this one.
Goodness, could you help me with something?
Not the most useful of quests, but considering we are here looking for the ghost of the old Took, we need to collect 3 more bear pelts, while also coming to this south point down here. To pick up that pipeweed barrel, which I'm fairly sure is meant to be tobacco, but considering how they always talk about getting rested on here, might be something a little bit stronger. Old Sally. I don't know who that is. Oh, is that the pig that we found earlier? Quite possibly is, yes. Now, Our axe is quite weak, so we might need to go and buy some more of that. I meant to move over my universal one from a different account. I'll look at doing that at some point. There's no point really doing it now. Acquired bear pelt. Okay, that's useful. There's a load of bears down here. Is this... Yes, down here somewhere. Probably in this one. Collected 4 out of 5 bear pelts. Let's go for this one as well. Yep, you can see the barrel of pipeweed is... There you go, that's 5. Here's our barrel of pipeweed. Now you see, all we have to do is figure out where the exit is. I believe it's this way, so we're going to have to fight our way through some more bears. Oh, I'm apparently a little bit frightened of that. Oh well, it can't be that bad. We walked away from that fairly easily. There we go. Oh. Acquired the Enlivening Grace skill. We appear to have leveled up. I'll have to look and figure out what Enlivening Grace does and how we can use it. It is right here. So Enlivening Grace revives a defeated ally. So if I see someone who's just died, I can revive them. Okay. Not the most useful one for me right now. What else did we get on that? Destiny points and a class trait point. I'll be honest, I still don't really know what I do with Destiny points. I should probably figure that. I think these are perk pieces. Yes. Need to unlock them. And I don't have... I've got a couple of these. Nope, I don't have a couple of them unlocked. I just can't get them at all. However, if I go into here, I have another point available. So I can add up the damage here, add the damage there, increase my max morale, which might actually eliminate the need to... oh, cancel that one. I don't even know what that one does yet. Critical chance of ballads, 8 finesse rating. So increase my critical chance. That increases the ballad and coda damage once more by another 5%. That one increases the call of Arome and in Irandel. So this one here, that will increase it by... So it's currently 15%. It will increase it by another 10% to 25%. And increase its targets by another 2. So it'll be able to hit 9, and it'll do even more damage than it already does, which is very useful. This will just give me an extra 9 max morale. Currently I have 293. So fairly useful, but not necessarily the best in this moment. So it'll probably be best to either get the improved call of Arome, or I really should look up how that one's said. Or I can get another 5% ballad and coda damage, which increases these 3. Yeah, I think it's just those 3, because those are calls, and that's a cry. It's a ballads, and this is a coda. So it will increase all the damage that all of those do. I think I'll do that one. Add that on. So that one's currently 60 to 86. I apply this, and that's not the one I should have been looking at. So never mind. But these have now increased by some amount of damage. I'm not quite sure how much, but enough to make a difference, I think. This quest piece that's appeared up here is just a seasonal quest. There are a number of them throughout the year on these. It can still be quite useful at various points. Why? Who is this? Polo Proudfoot. Do I need to be speaking to you for some reason? I think I remember this one now. This is the guy who wants me to protect his beehives from bears. I would rather not do that. So we will go up to hand this one in. And go back over to Tuckborough to hand in the bear pelts one. And then go up north through Hobbiton to the hill.
Goodness!
This one requires us to go back to Azalea anyway. Makes things nice and simple. Two points in Tuckborough. As we are level 14, and if I look at the prologue here, I reckon it's level 12, so we should be able to do this one fairly nicely. Where's Zelia? There she is.
It's been a foul day, it has.
Should we choose the fried mushrooms, which I believe we already have, or the toque shirt, which we can't use? I think we'll take the fried mushrooms.
Hi there. You give me a moment.
We need to go in Woodhall, which is over here, which we will get to eventually because that's the way out to Breeland. So we might as well pick it up, even if we don't do it for a very long while. So if I click that off because that's not needed right now, we'll pick that up on our way when we decide we're going to leave. And then somewhere this way, we need to go into the Great Smile. To hand over the bear pelts.
It's
Over
terrible.
here to Adelaide Took.
Just terrible.
Right. That one's apparently done. And we can go in here just to see. Everything seems happy. That little quest chain is... Oh look, Adelaide Took is still there.
Not a bother, but may I speak with you?
We will not do that one now, even though the quest chain is still going. We can always come back to it later. We're getting up to... We're on level 14 now, so... We will start going north. You can see out of all of these they have different colours. Green ones are easy, blue ones are harder. I haven't seen a red quest in a while. You see one of those that's like 10 levels above you. You're like, nah, maybe not take that one. So if we continue going on up north, people remember there's a bridge down here somewhere. Jump almost entirely over the road, just for fun. Luckily we're not carrying anything around for these nosy and hungry hobbits, who appear to just be chatting to each other. There is a person in here who will buy things. So let's go in here and sell all of our random stuff that we've got on us.
What can I do for you this fine day?
So we don't need the blackened goo. Ripped skin, small claws. Don't know if I want to keep that one. 2 agility, 3 vitality. Yeah, I think ours is better than that one. Halros's longsword. I think we prefer the club. It gives us the minus attack speed on other people. The finder of yearbooks. That smooth things down quite nicely. Oh, we've still got another one in there somewhere.
Good day. How may I help you?
Where is it? Ah, there it is. Ulfar's shoulder guards. Don't want those ones either. And because while we've been going, we've been picking up a load of carryalls. If I look here in crafting, we've got 7 thin rowan boards, some sticky resin, 1 medium hide, 11 light hides, 1 brush light hide, 10 logs of ash, 10 logs of rowan. We have a load of stuff in there which can be... Let's add some more light hides in. And these are all tasks as well. We hand in stuff from tasks at various points. When I find a task board, I'll show you. In fact... a task board? Yes, it is. Here is a task board. Let's see what we've got of things. You see there's bent claws, broken daggers, broken sword sheaths. If I open up my inventory and go into task item... Oh, can't do both at once. So let's close that and open up the task item carryall. We can see we have 31 broken sword sheaths, 43 broken daggers, so we know we can do sword sheaths and daggers quite easily. So if we open up and find broken sword sheaths, accept. Oh look, it says the Hornblower in Hobbiton. Because for some reason they don't want us to... There used to be a box next to them that you just hand them in at.
Is there something I can do for you?
There you go. That's one. Each of these, you see, gives you task stuff. So we are now known to the Matham Society, so we can get some better stuff. We have a new deed of being a friend to the Matham Society, which will give us a travel discount, which is nice. If I look for the completed ones, it gave us 5 LOTRO points. When we get to this, we can get a travel discount. So basically every Shire stable master will give us a 10% discount, which is quite nice, really. When we do this, we'll get some stuff as well. But we can go back in here straight away, pick up another one, and do it again. Because we have a number of these.
Just a moment.
And for 300 reputation each, it's not the worst thing in the world, is it? Now, we also have broken daggers, I believe. Or there might be bent ones. So, let's check what ones we've got. Open up the tasks. Broken sword sheaths. Broken daggers. So I can open up here, take broken daggers as well. I don't know what other ones we might have which are useful. But just knowing that we have those. There's only a certain amount of tasks you can do per day. So it will be good to try and remember what those are. Daily tasks, 4 out of 5. So we can do one more task. So if we do... Oh! Wrong person. There we go. Do another broken daggers one.
What do you
There we go.
need?
And that's saying that we've done all our tasks for today. And if I open my reputation up, you can see that our Matham Society is at 1200 out of 20,000. It takes quite a while to get to the next level. 10,000 to get up to normal, and then 12,000. And of course the Path of Valor one, which is fighting things larger than ourselves. I'm just going to check one thing, making sure that everything's actually running on Twitch. I do believe it is. Twitch. Yep, everything appears to be working fine, which is good. It's always a little bit of a test every single time you go, not sure if I actually am streaming. Turns out I am. Very good. Always concerning every time. And this time I have remembered to make it so that people can actually see my stream. Unlike last time when I spent the first hour on the starting screen, which isn't the best in the world. Now if we continue going up north, we can get to our next quest. Now, somewhere up here, there is a quest here. A sack of feed. Here it is. We are carrying a sack to... I'm not entirely sure where, to be honest. Oh, south. Okay, we're carrying it all the way down to Tuckborough. Probably should have finished this one earlier when we were coming down this way in the first place, but oh well, never mind. It's not the worst thing in the world to be doing. Not the best either, but... At least we get these done, we'll get them out of our quest board. There'll always be quests that you end up not doing or taking ages on. It'll be level 50 and you'll just discover there's a level 5 quest that you never finished. That's just sitting around. Let alone the ones that you never pick up in the world either. There we go, coming up now, almost to them. Belco Brock House. Here he is, there we go.
Might I speak with you a moment?
Is this of any use? No, it's the same level. The Founding Writ to Brombard Foxdale. Next time we go to Mickle Delving, I'll remember that that's a thing we can do. Don't really need it right now. Let's make our way up. I believe the next one is to actually talk to Lobelia at Bag End. So back up to Bag End again. A lot of times in this game you'll end up like going back and forth between places. There's a lot of travelling, but it's a very busy, it's a very large world with a lot of things going on in it. So, can't be too negative about things really, can you? Here we go, back over the river again. Over Bywater Bridge. Not entirely sure why I've got some of these. Must be from some of the books that I had at some point. Not that way. Now, somewhere up here, I believe. Not that one either. Up here we go. Up in Bag End, we will find Lobelia Bracegirdle. Oh, this person doesn't even have a name. They're just a townsperson sitting on top of a wall. Oh, not Bracegirdle, sorry. Sackville Baggins.
Foul day it has.
Back to Hyacinth Duke again. Yeah, that could take a while. They're back down in Tugborough. And you... After doing this, you never wonder again why Bilbo didn't particularly like Lobelia. Fairly sure it was Lobelia who he didn't particularly like. Sackville Baggins. There we go. Now, there are quests here. Are there quests which we have done? No, don't need that one.
Good day. Might I have a word with you?
I don't think we need any of those. There's a workbench here, so let's do some of our... here we go, tailor. Nope, forester. There we go. Now this is probably going to use up most of our remaining stuff. There we go, our craft tool has died. So, we did a little bit. We will have to get another craft tool. You can see already, look, we're out of the league of this one's quest above their head. Do you have tools? You have woodworking tools. You do not have forester's tools. Now you as a grocer won't.
What can I do for you this fine day?
Yep. You don't have any tools at all. Maybe there's one over here. We've got a campfire, we've got a workbench. We're a little short on people there. Oh, we've got a bounder. Purple as well, level 150. I mean, look at how much health and power they've got at that point. It must be the... where are we? There we go, up towards Brocken Borings. Next time I find a craft tool, I'll try and move some stuff around. Figure out which of my characters have the universal toolkit and send that over. Makes everything so much easier. In fact, right now, where is it? There. There you look. Durability 0 of 30. I'm sure there's a way to repair them, but I can't for the life of me remember how. I might literally just be talking to someone. Let's talk to this provisioner and see. Oh yeah, there we go. Repair. Repair all. That makes things nice and easy, doesn't it? And we can go straight back to the workbench to continue working on our brushed light leather and thin rowan boards. And then we'll be able to make some more things. Not entirely sure what I've got here. Is any of this armour better than what I'm wearing? Well, almost definitely. Oh yes, for quite a lot of it. Yeah, for the stuff that I haven't made already, most of this is better. Even when I lose just like one armor, I gain so many better things. Right, let's make these boards. Now, I can't use the heavy club, so not particularly useful yet. See if I go and bring out my tailor's tools and get some bolts of rough cloth.
Is there something I can do for you?
Shop. Bolts of rough cloth. Let's see, does it? No, that's dye. Alt to purchase by quantity. Buy a quantity. I do not want 500. I think I just need one each, so 10 should be enough. Quite definitely enough. Let's have a look. Let's start with the leggings. So if I find my... Where are my tailor's tools? There they are. Switch those in. And make 1 rough cloth leggings. One set of rough cloth shoes. One set of rough cloth gloves. Choose between doing the hat and the shoulder guards. I think we'll go for the shoulder guards this time. So I open it up. Yep, I've got some more items there. So if I open up my character page, we can watch as some of the stuff increases on that right hand side. As things slowly get better. In general, in this game, the things that you create are almost always better than anything you can get from quests. There are definitely things which are great from quests further on, but some of the best stuff will always be created rather than crafted rather than
just a moment.
Got from a quest. So if I sell some of this stuff to get it out of the way, you can see already I'm now at 349. Morale 58, power 140. My armor's gone up. Might and agility is still a little bit low, but vitality's increased, will's increased, fate's increased. Almost everything here is increased. My tactical mastery has increased by 30% or something. That's quite a lot. Purely from changing out some of these. If I can change out the bounded feather cap, that might make things even better. But you can see a lot of this is will and vitality based, which is quite useful because, well, will and vitality. Vitality gives me the morale and morale regen, and will gives me tactical mastery, block and evade, resistance, mitigation and critical stuff, which is very nice. Obviously there's bits of points which that doesn't give me, such as my agility obviously giving more finesse, tactical mastery stuff, might give the outgoing healing rating. Now healing myself kind of does, but I think it does both outgoing and incoming stuff. But with the incoming healing already, even just being healing by an extra 2.1% is really useful. I don't think there's anything that I want here. When I get up to 200, things will be even better, so I might do some trading stuff around. But right now, I'm going to leave woodworker stuff as it is. Now we are in Brook and Borings, so we need to talk to Bounder Primstone, who I believe is in here, in the watch office.
A lovely day.
Here we go. Just about to step out. Yes, borrowed Bull Roarer's club, and sorry I had to lie to Brombard about it. But if Golfin Bull has really come back to life, this club is the only thing that might scare him out of the Shire, don't you think? Don't want you to come along. You can even tell that Hunter Halaros will have taken care of the goblins soon, if you like. He deserves some thanks for finding those camps. This doesn't seem like it's going to go particularly well, does it? Now, Halaros is over here, and so east and to the north. Now, since we have one thing that we need to do in Scary anyway, if we pop over there, and bring Wilcom Tunnelly his lunch, we can then move upwards and go and talk to Halros fairly quickly. Here we go, over into Scary. Who's that? Prissa Underhill.
Might I speak with you a moment?
Defeat bats. That's a level 13. That one might actually be quite a useful one right now. They're mostly to the south, but I'm sure we'll end up going over to there at some point. So let's hand these off to Wilcom Tunnelly.
What do you need?
There we go. And that appears to be the last of that one. And then we can go up to find Halros up here. Somewhere. I remember it being past here. Ah, up here. Here we go. Into this little copse of trees. Is it a copse of trees or a corpse of trees? I'm never entirely certain.
What can I do for you?
Here we go. Brimstone is journeying to the goblin camp with that brave little fool. Does he think that Banderbras Took won the Battle of Greenfields by himself? Bulrora may have knocked off Golfinbull's head, but many hobbits lost their lives in that battle, and their names are no longer remembered.
What can I do for you?
So we're going to go off and enter Lubak's cave and rescue Bounder Brimstone. Lubak is the leader of the goblins, under the sway of a man from Angmar, which is never a particularly good thing. And from that we'll be able to get either some trousers, which better armor, worth everything else, or this fated dagger, which has some good DPS on it actually, as well as increasing our fate by a little bit. Because I am not a weaponsmith. Where is Lubak's cave? That's a good. That should be something I should have thought of. All the way up here. Quite a long way. Now I don't know whether I go north and then east, or east and then north to get this. I think I need to go east then north. But I'm going to go north then east to find out. See, so these are now, up here is now around my level monsters and creatures, I suppose. I don't really think you can just call a normal bear a monster. Let's find out if I can go north then east to reach this cave, or whether I need to work my way. There's a stalk of rhubarb. I'm not a cook. Can I harvest that? Yes, I can. I just... Okay. I can apparently just harvest rhubarb. I didn't get the farmer profession, but sure. Okay, by the looks of it... I will need to go around and through all of those goblins that we saw. Let's do a quick check. Oh look, green onion as well. I'm not going to pick all of these up because quite honestly I can't do anything with them except send them to somewhere else, which may be useful a bit. So we're now in Evendim, in Bulrora's Sword, also known as Bulrora's Throat, Golfinbull's Hole. Is it possible to access the cave from this side? Quite possibly by the look of it. Back in the Shire. Oh, now entering yonder Shire. So you can see we've come up here. Now, I haven't got most of the yonder Shire unlocked yet because I haven't earned enough LOTRO points. And this is a fairly recent one in terms of, well, in a given term of recent. Now I think this is going to pass by the cave in a way that I can't reach it. Yeah. But if I go back here, I can jump down and have gone around most of the goblins that I need to go around. Hopefully, I'll be able to jump down without dying. It is just there. The cave is apparently that way. By quite a bit, actually. There you go. Somehow I managed to break a foot. Let's just wait for that to disappear so I can block and evade again. And since I'm going downhill for this... There we go, making things a little bit easier on me. Age gap of text. That is scholars. I am not a scholar. Well, I'm able to get some weapons as well from the auction house. I might just better just try and find some light clubs that I can use. Eventually I'll be able to find recipes for them. But the main reason I went for woodworker is not for the clubs, it is for the instruments. Oh, completed Goblin Slayer. That's good. I just killed a load of goblins. So now I've got even more goblins that I can kill. The advanced one needs me to find another 59. Okay. Right, I'll just step outside. I'm going to check in the LOTRO store to see... I don't believe I've got the Yonder Shire, but we will see if there is a... Yonder Shire. There it is. Quest pack Yonder Shire. I could actually afford that. Though I would be a little bit measured on other things. Further Adventures of Bilgo, 10 missions for level 20 to 130. That's interesting. That's the Wildwood of Breeland. Is quite a bit more. That's 80 quests. Now, 2,321. That there is enough to get both the Wildwood and Yonder Shire, but I wouldn't be able to have anything else. And these have got plenty of time for level 150, Instance Cluster, level 130, level 150, 40 to 45, level 140. I might get those at a different point because they are not central to the story, and quite honestly that is a lot of points to go out for something where I might need something later. Well, not necessarily need, but definitely make things easier. This has quite a bit more health. As you can see, he is watched by Sauron quite a bit. Oh, I'm not doing well at all, am I? I just died. That wasn't healthy. Oh, I have to attack them anyway. use some of the healing potions. That did a little bit better, didn't it? Phew! Let's heal myself up a little bit. I might need to get a little better with healing. Oh, there are... I think the cave must be up... Yeah, the cave is up there. These, despite being one level higher than the Defiler I just defeated, are very much lower leveled amount of health, not being a boss. Which is very good, because that was quite difficult. There we go, that's a little bit easier. Use that. Yep. Do I have any food which heals me? To one disease. I believe. Let's use that one. I believe I've just got these healing ones. Let's put some more healing down here, shall we? Really hope I don't have to use all of these, but. But why have I got 2 sets of morale potions? I don't. That was just me being dumb. Okay. Some of this is useful. Some of it is not so much. Let's go that side. There we go. We can come around here and go into this cave.
The goblins of Mount Graham have never forgotten their defeat at the hands of the Shire folk, and revenge has brought them hither once more.
So, we have now found this instance, and we need to go around and find Bounder Brimstone. They are only 1 level lower than me, so the boss is going to be very difficult. But it will be slightly easier than the spiders when they were level higher than me. Lots of Graham's Foot goblins. And he's slowly getting more powerful as well, which is very useful. It makes things much easier when you only need 2 or 3 hits to take out an enemy. Ooh. Oh yes, I evaded, that was useful. And that is why evasion is a good stat to have. Survive from defeat, okay. Slightly ominous music in the background, isn't it? So another apprentice weaponsmith scroll case. Be useful if I was a weaponsmith, wasn't it? However, I am a woodworker. Oh, acquired broadsword of the South Kingdom. I don't think I can use that. Or can I? +1 damage to any men. 6.7 DPS. Yes, please. There we go. Instead of my 5.4, I've got 6.7. That's increased my damage. I mean, it's physical damage, so I don't think it actually... So that one is 62 to 89. Switch it over. 62 to 89. That is 59 to 84. Switch it over. 59 to 84. It's not the most... Yeah, it doesn't appear to actually have any effect, really, at all. Oh well. I really need to look up how much these have effect on me, being that most of my skills are not at all physical. And I don't think any of them scale off anything. But I've done that anyway. Probably could have sold it. Although we're not on a legendary server, so... In this game, legendary servers, when you join in on them, they start from the very basics and slowly open up throughout a couple of years onto... there you go.
It's been a foul day, it has.
But they start off and slowly open up new areas of the world, which is I hate fetch quests, is not fetch quests. Escort quests. It's always fun when you do a legendary server one, starting off with a whole new character and everyone else is at the same level as you. Oh, there's Halros, that's good. Have my apologies, Adelbras. I forgot what I'd call myself. I hoped to arrive before you joined in battle with Lubak, but I saw something that diverted my attention, which slowed my progress through the cave. One of the goblins had gotten his hands on Bullriver's club. He was trying to escape the cave with it, and I have no doubt Lubak's wrath would have been great when he found it gone. We saved him the trouble of the anger. There will be little consolation to him now. I've recovered the club and will turn it to Primstone when I've delivered him safely to the watch house in Brocken Borings. Done well to stop this threat, but something about this affair troubles me. Come to my camp in a short while and we can discuss these matters in the open air. So, there we go. We will disappear
Saruman's
outside.
treachery has delayed me too long. I can only hope that Frodo and Sam have left the Shire. Without my aid, their road will be a perilous one. Frodo must rely upon the Rangers and your prowess to see him to the end.
A little bit of a cutscene there. Wasn't expecting it at that point, but I guess the hobbits have just left the Shire.
What do you need?
Right, this fated dagger now. Wait, what happened to the... Oh, apparently I unequipped it again. There you go. 3245. 3245 doesn't seem to make any difference at all. I could go for this one. If nothing else, it will give me some more fate, which isn't the most useful. And I don't think anything else is particularly good at the moment. When we get to the legendary items things, then they can have a large amount of effect on stuff. But right now, not particularly useful. I'll take the fated dagger anyway. There we go. So, when we're fighting brigands or stuff, this one might be a bit more useful, being the +1 damage to man on it. But other than that, it does auto attack damage stuff, because it will automatically attack. So it does do little bits in between, but let's put it on there anyway. None of it's the most useful things in the world.
What do you need?
The next part of the prologue. The captain of my people is at the Prancing Pony, an inn of Bree. I'll ask you to speak to him. He must know that Jürgen is somewhere in the wild and the rest of our people may be in danger. Travel east across Brandywine into Breeland and find my chieftain. The man you wish to speak with is named Butterbur, the owner of the Prancing Pony. You'll know my captain by the name of Strider. Hurry, for the Shire may well be unprotected. So the next part of the prologue is going to take us into Bree. Let's see if we can... We cannot get any ash branches yet because we need a journeyman forester's crafting ability. So there's a load of stuff that we'll need to do. Oh, is this any good? +1 damage to orc kind, 7.1. I'm just going to keep on increasing with the DPS stuff. I know it's not the most useful thing in the world. Some of this stuff I can pass on to other people, but... I can decide... I need to check. In fact, I'm going to check now how much these are actually useful for minstrels. So if I type in LOTRO minstrels, weapons useful. Do not benefit from these weapons, so not particularly useful at all. Slight bonuses, where it's basically based on stats. And yeah, it's literally stats. But so realistically, most of the time my weapons are not going to be useful whatsoever. So yeah, not being a weaponsmith is not important. So that's a good thing to know. So I can sell most of these and just take the weapons that look cooler. So we're going to go down. We need to go over towards Bree anyway. So if I open up and bring out Stella. Those are some... I can't use them yet, but those could be useful at some point. Some more morale potions. And we're going to go south. We might as well defeat some bats down here as we go. Can always pop back up at some point to hand that one in. Oh, there's straight away. There's a bat. There's a bat. Get some good experience from those as well because they're my level, even though they are just bats. I wonder why that one was white. It was the same level. That's white that's the same level as me. Blue is a little bit lower. Okay. Good to know. That was a very easy to finish quest. So let's go up and finish that quest, shall we? We've barely got anywhere. So we're past halfway through the stream right now. So hope everybody's enjoying themselves and learned a little bit more about this game. We'll go on for another hour and then we're going to stop. Yeah. So we got gift Mathen, and some very not useful trousers. We want to be going down to stock. So if we're going to Brock and Borings, I think we actually might be able to ride a horse straight down there, because we have almost 3 gold, which is useful. Along with a lot of other things which get moved between... Oops, wrong button. Moved between characters.
What do you need?
There we go. And we can go Hobbiton and stock. And we want to go straight to stock. Because that's the way over to Breeland. So while we're on travel now, this would be a good point to go and get a drink if you need to. I think it's a good, probably 2 to 3 minutes that you've got if you need to go and get a glass of water or squash or something. Pick up a snack. It's also a great point if you've got any questions of me to put them in the chat to for me to have a look at and answer. There we go, coming down through Bridgefields on the east side. Yeah, there's Budgeford as well. Might come back and do some exploration kind of stuff and pick up some more deeds at some point. Almost level 15 already. We'll have gone up 2 levels in this stream at that point. Going through Green Hill Country, we are almost at stock. Here we go. In stock, we have reached this point. That's good. Now, did we have any more quests while we were in stock? That's going to Breetown. Destination Breeland. I think all of these... No, I don't think we need anything in here.
Good day. Might I have a word with you?
I think we're probably alright with those. We'll pop over to Bingo Boffin, south of stock, since we have that quest already. And he's a fairly good... he's fairly good at just appearing virtually everywhere and giving us fairly consistent quests. even if we're a little bit higher level than needed at this point. What on earth are you doing up there, Bingo?
This was a bad idea.
Yes, it was. We'll meet you back in the Golden Perch, shall we? Oh, a little bit of a swim. Good thing this is a game. I don't think we're particularly happy about that. But then we do a lot of, like, several days of travel in a few minutes, so. Let's go into the Golden Perch. Talk to Bingo over here.
What a way to build up these arm muscles. Lifting
There
a
we go.
mug of ale to my lips.
We'll choose to be the prepared.
There is nothing for it. I must
Travel
learn
with him to
swim.
practice swimming.
I am as ready as I will ever be.
There we go. We're going to do this little bit of
Bingo
instance.
has
We're going to
decided
watch
to master
him.
one final skill for his journey. He will learn to swim.
And as we all know, hobbits are not the best at swimming. So we will watch and see what he decides to do. I'll pick up some more task pieces while I'm here. I mean, might as well. Got space. When we get to somewhere, I might open up those. Let's put them up. We can open them up and sell them. Right, stay out of his way while he warms up. There we go, everyone thinking that he's gone mad. Oh, Lily can't even bear to look. And there we go. Cheer on, Bingo. So he's just going to walk back and forth a little bit, trying to decide the best place to learn to swim. Oh, that's new. You didn't used to be able to do backstroke. Oh, I can do side stroke as well if I use the strafing things. That's cool. Didn't know we could do that. Really doesn't want to swim, does he? Swim to the other side of the river. Okay. Let's swim. Oops. Yeah, wrong one. There we go. We're swimming. Swimming backwards, but still swimming. We're a rare hobbit, we are. We can swim. There you go. Now we return. We didn't actually go all the way. There you go. Let's see if our demonstration helped. Talk to Bingo, but don't let him drip on you. Swimming, swimming. As he's just standing in the shallows. I think he might be more of the sink than the swim.
I think that went fairly well, but let's avoid rivers anyway.
We can go for the buoyant for now. Although,
Let us
yes.
return to my hobbit hole in Mickle Delving.
There we go. Great for getting quests. But, I think we will leave him be for now. Come back to him. Maybe some other time. Whenever we want some more bingo badges and titles, I guess. Let's find our way north we want to be going to. We are going to find our way over to Bree. There we go, over to Brandywine Bridge. There we go. This will be the furthest we've ever gone from home. And again, and again, and again. There we go. We are now entering Buckland. Now, you can see here, this guy at some point. That might be he'll have a quest for us in the future, actually. Now, we're just going to briefly go in here. Have a look around. What the heck is a dockmaster? That's new. So, when we find these places, King's Crossing, Tinnadur, and Trader's Wharf, and have been a subscriber on this character, we can travel to it by boat. That's interesting. There is someone with a quest
Could I take
there.
a moment of your time?
Now some of this stuff, I mean, look at this. This is our level stuff. There's a load of quests for us up there. So here is a load of Buckland stuff. Well, if we go down and find that stable master and select it, from Buckland we can actually go into the Old Forest. There is a lot of stuff in the Old Forest. And obviously in Breeland, Southern Bree Fields. Now I noticed those. I don't know why these are already signified, because I haven't seen them. Maybe because everyone already knows where they are? I don't know. But we are going to go down to the stable master. And then as all of these are in Bree, and we can always come back here afterwards, we are going to go over to Bree. Now, where is this stable master? Oh, it's just Crick Hollow. That's not low enough, apparently. Okay. Ah, here they are. Buckland Stable Master.
Hello there.
So on to stock. Once we've gone to Westbury, we'll be able to go straight to it. But we haven't yet gone to it, so we can't. So we can have a look at this. A very long journey. We're going to take the road. We're going to skip straight to Bree. Well, I don't know how much of it will be skipping. Some of it will probably be... most of it will be riding, probably, realistically. But if we discover that things are a little bit too high level in some of the stuff that we get onto, we can always come back here. But considering that, well, men start in Bree, I think we'll probably be alright. In the land of men. As opposed to the land of hobbits, and elves, and orcs, and goblins, and dwarves, and... or dwarrow, rather. And everybody else. Oh, well, Le's doing quite well by the looks of it. I must have just walked past them. I wonder what level a load of these are. That one is level 14. Now entering the southern Bree fields. There's a silver deposit there. There are a lot of these riding pieces where you just ride and ride. Luckily, a lot of them happen after quest pieces, so you can just use the stable master's horses, which is very useful. For anybody who's decided to play this and doesn't know how to save your fingers, if you press the numlock button, it automatically keeps going forwards for you, whether you're walking or riding. So all you have to do is adjust using the A and D or left and right keys. Makes things a lot easier. It's very nice. It saves you from getting... hurting your fingers too much, getting RSI or something like that. Now, I believe we're coming up on Arlo's camp. Azzo's camp, rather. Who has a stable master. So doing that, we can now get fairly easily... from Buckland to Azzo's camp, and the next one will be going to Bree, which will be very useful. As you can see, Bree is burning with quests, all three of them. Oops, so we've gone off the road. That's not a good idea. And that one's level 17. That would probably hurt a fair amount at that point. Oh, we can see Bree in the distance there. Oh, some of these are a little bit more dangerous. That's 2 levels above us, I think, orange. Yep, 2 levels above, 16. So it'll go like grey doesn't even notice they're existing. Light blue to dark blue to white to, I think it then goes yellow, orange, red, purple, run away. Here we go.
How can I
The
be of
stable,
service?
that's the festival announcement, stable master.
Greetings.
Now we have this one, and you can see we can swift travel to Celandim, to Thorin's Gate, and to Mickle Delving, because we have come to Bree. Now, well, we've got this one. If we quickly go down,
I'll not be ignored.
that one needs to talk to Barlam and Butterbur anyway. So we might as well. But there is also a South Bree. If we go up here, I believe we can take a quick shortcut through the Scholar's Stair. A lot of these might actually let you into places as well, so you never know what you can find in these. There's a taxidermist somewhere. This High Bridge. I don't think I've ever found this bit before. This isn't the place where I wanted to be, is it? I just get a little lost here. Am I meant to be here? I don't think I am. I want to be on... Do I want to be on that road? That's the war effort one. I don't want to be on that one. Now this does seem to say that I can still keep going this way. Ah, there we go. Through here. Always get surprised by just how much stuff, and they do keep updating little areas. They don't always tell you what's been updated. So I go all the way down to the south gate. Down here. There is another stable master.
Greetings.
There we go. This one, of course, swift travel to Minas Tirith. To travel to the Breeland homestead so we can get ourselves a home at some point. Eton Moors when we get to level 20. There's a lot of other places you can disappear off to once you've... if you're a subscriber and you've found them, which is very useful. There's the auction hall. A lot of other stuff sitting around. Now let's go and find our quests, shall we? What's on this posted bill again? I always forget this one. Talk to Sid Mandrake for Mandrake's finest stews and sauces. This is literally an advertisement. So if we come up here, now somewhere up here, there is a doorway. Is it in the town hall? It must be. Bree Town Hall. That's talking to the mayor. Oops. Wait, which... am I going upstairs on this one, or am I going upstairs on the other one? Ah, here we go.
What do you need?
There we go. We can finish that one. And he does not give us any more quests. 90 copper coins, 185 experience. That's useful, isn't it? Can't jump over that. So that's one of our intro to Bree quests done. If I go up here, this is the one which is not the Barleyman Butterbur one. Ah, this is the Trader's Gate one. I think. Oh no, maybe it's not. Destination Breeland.
What can I do for you? How can I be of service?
There you go. That one says go to Barleyman Butterbur. That's the mess. I've never been in the mess hall before. There's an oven over there. It is just a mess hall. Okay. For those of you who are unsure, mess hall usually used in the military. It's the place where you eat food is the mess hall. You also have the mess, which is where you all meet up and just chat, have a bit of fun kind of thing. And mess pit, which is your also known as your pit or your bed. Now we've got a load of trades in here. Most of these are the mithril trader stuff. So if you have
What can I do
mithril,
for you?
which usually you buy, but you can get them through other things, you can get other things. So these are all accessories on this one. You can see the gloves up there, headwear over there. This one gives you
Greetings.
satchels, which I assume you can possibly use. That one I know holds runes, so maybe they all hold runes? I don't know. This one gives instruments. I don't think these instruments
you
do
mean?
anything. They just sort of exist. Yep, they just look cool. They don't actually. And there's our Vault Keeper. So if you talk to the Vault Keeper and
Can
open
I
the
do
vault,
for you?
this is some stuff which I apparently just have. So all these gift boxes I at some point need to open up. In fact, what we're doing, I'll show you the year 1 gift box, which gave me some anniversary fireworks and apparently nothing else. Some of these give you more. There we go. Tomes of continuing swiftness, 5% attack damage, and some battle potions of restoration. So because I can just use some of these anyway, I'll just use them straight away. Some of them give you really cool things, some of them don't give you really cool things. Some of them, like a lot of these, just give cool looking items and stuff, cosmetics that you can have a look at. So the more years you do every year you do it, you gain another gift box, and you never quite know what you're going to find in any of these. That says contains black seal keys. I don't think they're actually useful for anything anymore, but I mean, if nothing else, like if I use this, I literally just make some fireworks and some fireworks will go off, and then you can just do it again because they never run out. So if I put these back in, you can have up to 30 things in here. And you can buy other pieces as well. I don't think I can put anything in. Oh, I can put things in there. Oh no, total capacity fills up. You can add space with LOTRO coins. You can actually add... You can add spaces to increase your bank storage by 15 slots with coins now. You never used to be able to do that. That is very useful to know. That is not something that we've seen before. And if I show you the auctioneer here. This is the auction hall. We can post things. We can do a search for... This is just chest pieces of anything. So level 125, minimum item level 397. It's been dyed. It gives us a lot of everything. 2,959 armor. There is a sort by usable function. If you put that and then do search, it should do all of the things which you can use if you are a high enough level. Level range, I am level 14, so if I put in 14 there at the top, there we go. So all of this here gives me, well, all of these 3 things that people have created and are trying to sell for whatever they want to sell. I go instruments and do a search for instruments. So we've got Summer Celebration Mountain Harp, Brusque Bassoon, Summer Celebration Fiddle. If I go up by 1 level to 15 and do a search, I don't think actually anything else has come from that one. There are frequently some things in here which can be very useful. There you go. Polished Mandible of Might. So that gives Might, Vitality, 14 income and healing. And you can just spend that and get it. Some of them you can post your own items. You can put up an initial price and a buyout price. So just like an actual auction, a price that you can pay for, a price that people can try and beat, or a price that if you pay you get automatically. So you can see here there's a load of various tools made by various people who are armsmen, who are armsmiths or whatever. This is Superior Tools of the Apprentice Tinker. And these basically, whenever you create them at whatever level, the required level is 0. So straight away this one gives jeweler, prospector and cook stuff, apprentice armsman, +2 weaponsmith critical, +2 weaponsmith critical. If I just move that level range, you can see some of these, of course, so high. That's required level of 80. A +22% Tailor critical chance, -3.5% forester chopping duration, and -3.5% seconds prospector mining. There are some amazing things that you can find in any of these, made by various people, doing various. So anything which can be, even class quest trophies. There we go. So you can do certain things to get further on in your class and gain extra stuff sometimes. Still updating a load of those, but you can find a load of their quest items on here as well for whatever people think is appropriate. Some of them very low level, if they were easy to get. Some of them obviously can be very expensive depending on what people think they're worth. It can have some very useful things, and of course outfits, which is just, if we find any of them, they don't often get shown in outfits because they don't do anything, they just sit there. So most people just sell them or throw them out because they're just not useful. Decorations, you can get decorations for your house as well. So this one's got mistletoe there. In furniture, there's a number of different bits and pieces. Some of them you just pick up from quests, some of them you get handed, some of them it's just fun. So you never quite know what you're going to receive, which can be very useful, because I've taken the piece away. If I show you back on instruments again, at some point we'll be able to get lots more cobels. So these minimum level 131, very high level. We should be able to make this at some point because we're a woodcrafter. When we get up to that level, we get extra damage, extra power, minus power costs, extra morale. We'll be like, from this one, if we get this drum, we'd get an extra 4,000 maximum morale, which is a lot. But even this, like the simple ones, minimum level 20 plus 5% paladin coda damage, can make a massive difference. So you never quite know what you're going to come out with. And that's a little bit of the auction there. I believe there was another exit somewhere. There it is. There also appears to be, if I go up here, oh, these are broker boards for homesteads. So you can get on here, you can get a load of the pieces that you need, or you can purchase a house straight from here, which is very useful. Now, obviously some of them, this is a deluxe house. No way in heck am I affording any of those, because that's a lot. But if we go over here, you can see there is the Shire. So in each one of these, you can see there are kinship houses. So if you join together in a group, you can make a kinship. And obviously, you must reach, as is here, must reach level of 15 to buy a personal house. Level 14, can't buy one yet. After a certain amount of, I think it's weeks, might be only even be days, you can, after a lifespan of 7, however much that is, if you created a kinship, you can buy a kinship house and you can put loads of your stuff in it, which is very useful. So you do pay rent for each of these, but see, this is a standard house. In fact, I think all of those are standard houses because that one hasn't got any deluxe ones in. But each of these, a standard house offers 32 interior decoration hooks, so you can just put anything there, and 5 outside, along with a shared housing space. So you can, like, people just, if you allow people in, they can use any of your stuff in there. But also you can do it on basically every character you've got. You can use the same house, which is useful. The deluxe one was higher cost by quite a lot, 7 gold to start with, and then an upkeep cost of 150 silver. I can't quite remember exactly how long it takes to... the upkeep costs are paid weekly, so 150 a week, which is... sounds like it's a lot, but it's a lot less than you think it is, because this is very useful. 74 interior decoration and 7 exterior hooks. And if I find the kinship one, which obviously more expensive, the kinship houses offer 118 hooks, 12 exterior stuff, so you can put like trees and things outside, however much you want, whole forges and items like that, and access to shared housing storage, which is... yeah, I sounded very much like I was trying to sell their own houses there, which is ridiculous. But, yeah. Some of those houses are very, very useful to keep your stuff and trade them around in. And because it's got housing storage, it's like the bank vault. It sort of stays there. Very useful. We've done those quests, and now we just have the ones for Barleyman Butterbur up here in the Prancing Pony. When we've done these two, that will be where I stop the stream. So we've done almost 2 hours now, but appear to have jumped 3 things in there. So here we go, got no time for tours, which will give us a tour. So we will talk to a number of different people around the area, find some adventures, and of course we can go to Buckland as well, so this will send us across like a lot of the west and north. We'll go to Adso Haybank, which we stopped at on the way over, Celandine Brandybuck in Buckland, and Chief Watcher Grimbriar just north of Bree. There's a load of stuff in there. That is going to be a very useful quest. It'll take us all over the place. And here is this part of the prologue. The Shire Unprotected, and we've moved from the prologue into the foreword, which is to talk to Strider, who of course, while being somewhere around, somewhere in here, he's somewhere in here. We know who Strider is, I am sure. If you don't know who Strider is, probably shouldn't be watching this game, because go and read the book. There'll be a bit of a surprise for you, or if you don't want to read the book, you can watch the films. I did quite well with those. Here we go, here's Strider's room. So you can literally, here we go. There is Strider. Now we are not going to do that forward yet. No, change my mind. We are going to do the forward. We're here, we might as well. And the next quest is Book 1. So if we do this, there we go. Book 1, Chapter 1. Unraveling the Thread. This is what we will do. This is where we will start off with. Dourhand's lord fled to Breeland after his defeat, not by mere chance. I see the hand of the captain of the 9 in all of these affairs, in the west, in the Shire, and in Breeland. To the east of Bree, there's a Blackwalled camp which my men have been watching closely. A shadow has recently spread. I believe it is here that Amdir has gone, and this dwarf lord as well. There we must go, and there we must end Amdir's life. If you remember, Amdir was the ranger at the beginning that we met in Archet. And we will wait for the nightfall and then make our move against the Blackwall. Speak with me again when you are ready to depart. So we will start the next stream by joining Strider on his way to Amdir. As for now, we're going to go stand outside of the Prancing Pony so you can all get a good view down Bree. And then I will stop the stream there. A little bit early today, but I think this is a very nice place to take a pause So here we are. How do I jump up? Can I jump on top of here? Why? Okay, so these are a group of actual players, which is not what I expected, who are playing us some music, apparently. Now, if I could remember how to, I would use the clapping thing. I don't know if this will actually do it. Yes. Yes, it does. So we will leave off as we... That is us clapping, apparently. I said dance, but we are dancing along with these hobbits who are here. So for those of you who don't know why it suddenly got a bit quieter. Oh, okay. Turns out you can only do it when you're looking. Turns out it gets quieter if you're looking away. Oops. That's actually impressive. So we will stay here. Do some dancing with this group of bards who've decided to start playing, and this is going to be where we're going to end the stream. So it's been great to meet you all. Thank you, thank you for joining me on this bit of the journey, finishing up some of the stuff in Shire, moving on to Breeland. Hope you've all enjoyed yourselves. So all I have left to say now is goodbye and fair winds and full sails, everybody.